Question 451. What would you do if you were invisible for 5 minutes? Is that grin she got?
Wait, only 5 minutes?
Only 5 minutes. Right. I can give you 24 hours to prepare.
Okay. That helps.
But you only get 5 minutes invisible.
That sucks.
And can we drive to where we want to be and then switch the 5 minutes on?
No, the 5 minutes is in 24 hours' time.
Okay.
I have 24 hours to get where I want to be. Right.
Yes.
When does the invisibility kick on? Like when you wake up?
Exactly 24 hours from now.
There's no point saying appearing on critical questions because like Dave's like not had me on screen before, so it doesn't make
No one noticed. As long as they can hear you.
Yeah. I definitely want to haunt some fucker actually.
Someone in particular, or just?
Yes. I just to figure out who, but I definitely fucking just get some paranoia and like. Haunt someone if they can think there's like a poltergeist about or something. Just start moving shit about the room.
I mean, part of me would like to go to wherever David Icke is and start bending fucking spoons and throwing them at him.
Can we make things invisible by touching them, or like are we running around naked, or what's the crack?
You're running around naked.
Well, that's no good.
Well,
have you never seen any Invisible People story?
Well, that cuts our time down from 5 minutes really, because we need to get back to where our clothes are hidden and get dressed before we.
Clothes in an invisible bag.
So,
can your clothes be in an invisible bag?
Apart from the fact we need to find our bag again.
Robbing a bag. See, if we're only getting 5 minutes, you could just walk in and out of a bank vault if you would allow me to make things invisible. I'd be set up for life.
No, because you don't
carry that much money.
They carry enough for most people to be set up for life. Just not the only worth the risk. Sammy said one word: fanfiction.
He's just here to start shit. That's all he is. He's just here to start shit.
I would sneak into Disney and break it.
How would you break it in 5 minutes?
Just creative. He'll find a way.
Give away my secret plans to you, Dave. That ruin the whole surprise.
The question was, what would you do if you were invisible for 5 minutes?
Break Disney.
I have an answer.
Go on.
Okay, so what you do is you get into a place like Tiffany's, where everything is out. And it's a lot of money. And you find a place to hide.
Yeah.
So that you're there for the rest of the day. So they leave, then you steal all the shit and you get the fuck out.
You don't need to be invisible for any of that.
But then it's a 5 minute
no?
That's not. See, 5 minutes
makes it a lot easier.
Well, and there is an advantage, yes.
Yeah, it does.
5 minutes is not enough time.
Am I the only one here not suggesting criminal activity?
Yes. And I didn't mean David Icke. Who the hell did I mean?
Uri Geller.
Uri Geller.
Yeah. I need more time, Dave.
How long would you like?
David Icke lives on the Isle of Wight. That's not too far for me to go.
Swap it round, Dave, and how about in 5 minutes you're invisible for 24 hours?
No, because you can do everything in 24 hours.
Not if you're where you are right now and you've got 5 minutes to prepare.
Right, I can't.
I may well give you another question at some point where you have longer, but the difficulty here is it's 5 minutes.
Okay, see, 5 minutes is too short. 24 is too long.
So hypothetically speaking, if you said we were invisible in like say, I don't know, 5 seconds, so how would that work?
That was quite good. The question is how long till you reappear?
Oh, right about now.
You flipped that so quick, it was really good.
I didn't even notice it being flipped at all.
It was just there and gone.
Actually, I think I might. I'd like to seek out someone, like some certain asshole who porn bombed my channel and just like whilst he's completely unsuspecting, kick him in the nuts whilst I was invisible.
But again, would that not be more satisfying while you were visible?
It's going to be more satisfying when he's laying on the floor and I reappear in front of him.
24 hours to get over to Dave's house, find out where the baby spiders are, and throw them at him just as I turn invisible so he can't catch me. Bye!
He killed the baby spiders. Well,
They're all gone. They're all inside the Hoover.
You hoovered them up.
Open the
What
Hoover.
do you do? Say again?
Open the Hoover on him.
The spiders can't survive a Hoover.
You can't survive a Hoover.
Spiders can't. What's interesting is wasps can.
Yes.
Trust me, I've done
What's
extensive
more interesting
studies.
is yeah, I was going to say, have you done experiments?
Yes.
Wasps. I found a blowtorch worked quite well on a wasp nest actually once.
Welcome back.
There we go.
I'll tell you what works well with wasps.
That's far better.
Fermented apples. When all the apples fall on the floor, they fall off the tree, but nobody picks them up because people are idiots and go collect apples. So all the apples fall on the floor, and they start to ferment, and the wasps go, "Ooh, apples!" And they go down, they start eating these apples, but the apples have started to ferment, so they've become alcoholic. So the wasps are all just fucking drunk now, and they all fly around, crashing into ships, go, "Ah!" That's how you deal with wasps.
What does that have to do with being invisible for 5 minutes?
You brought up the wasps.
I thought he was going on about being invisible.
This is where it goes every day. Oh.
Doorknob says he wants enough time to take out a room full of politicians and extract myself. Or better yet, millionaires. I think Doorknob Head just wants to kill people.
Yeah.
See, I'd normally expect me to be the one coming up with like the answers involving murder or theft or anything like that.
You're the one that's screwing people.
I actually just want to like fuck with some people's heads here, you know.
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to
maybe
mind.
kick one person in the nuts.
5 minutes. For 5 minutes, I definitely try to see. At first I was like, I'll try and jump on you see in New York they have cops on horses. I'll spank the shit out of that horse and watch that shit go crazy.
See, I think you could take out a politician in 5 minutes.
Yeah, of course.
Well, for dinner?
That's a quick dinner.
That's true.
I think I think you could get close enough to Trump to kill him.
I was definitely thinking that, but not 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes.
Why not 5 minutes?
Why the fuck
It's going to take you 5 minutes to get across wherever you are to get.
Yeah, but you only need to get from wherever is a zone.
Right.
Normally, you can get within 100 meters of him, no problem, which you do
You
fully
see-
clothed.
You do see the flaw in your plan there, though, don't you?
Right, announcing it on YouTube.
Well, not only that is you. If it's just going to be any kind of success whatsoever, you need him and Pence to be in the same place at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
You need more than him and Pence. I'd take a lot more of them out. I'd settle for a nice time at the Senate, but you need a little more time because it's going to take you 5 minutes to get from point A to point B.
But you don't need to be invisible for all of it.
I think 5 minutes is not enough time.
Again, what I'd actually sooner do if I could again, it's maybe being a bit more childish, instead of like killing Trump, I'd just like to sort of get behind him and just try it and pull his hair off and see if it's a fucking wig or not on when he's doing a speech.
Just smack the shit out of him.
Just like
slap.
There,
Oh, I like that.
There goes your stirrup, son.
Yeah.
Just slap him every time he
That
says
would be
something.
Great though, yeah. I think that's how I would spend it. If I have enough time to get close to him, while he's up there on the podium, I'll smack the shit out of him and just look at the reaction on his face and just, where's it coming from?
Nerdy says, I'll watch Matt Pig in the shower for 5 minutes.
Ooh.
No.
Why? What? Is it that bad?
Is it enough time, Sammy?
Wait a minute. Is it that bad, Manda?
Shut the fuck up.
Grumpy old dude said, I've had my fill of violence, too old and tired for that shit. What would you do? I mean, Jeff's first answer was haunt someone.
Yeah.
which I thought was quite good. And mine was Screw with Yuri Geller.
I'm gonna throw spiders at Dave and run.
And yeah, Matt Pig's gonna torture me. If all of a sudden spiders start getting thrown at me, I'll know it's you.
But you can't catch me and prove it.
I can squirt water at you.
After you get
You
on,
walk around with like a squirt gun on you, Dave.
This
You would be surprised how good, well it is, how convenient it is when you're a cripple and you have a child to have a squirty water bottle.
Oh my god.
Isn't
like training camp.
the like self-floating super soaker going to be a bit of a giveaway?
I wouldn't be invisible, he would.
That takes to me invisible.
Right. There you go, Ed. Pull Trump's wig off. see an actual dickhead. Randy, pull on his hair.
No collusion.
Run, nerdy, run. What
was a lot of fun tormenting Trump.
See, I think tormenting is 5 minutes is so little time.
Yeah.
I think tormenting is definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
so you're in agreement with the spiders. That's good.
Tormenting other people.
If I was just there as like some sort of disembodied voice or something, perhaps I could just be next to Trump and like shout out really loud, "This is the voice of God, and I do not. This man does not fucking represent me, Christians."
Oh, I've got an idea.
I would
You could
love-
wear a mask. You could wear a mask, like a latex mask, and float.
If I could get Jay in on the prank so that he sort of walks into the room just as I say that, you know, we could
Don't
really
wear a badger mask.
make the Christians think that Jesus has come back.
It would be even. I would love to like if too bad you can't go invisible. Only can you go invisible only to torment them? So I would go just to whisper in his ear and drive him mad. Like watch him just react.
You've got to do it in 5 minutes.
You're assuming he doesn't hear voices already.
Yes.
Correct. I would like to see him like just lose it on stage. Worse than he does now. That's really what I want him to see him do. I want to see him like lose it so bad that it's just. I just want to see him lose it that bad.
I
Did you
don't.
see the video where they thought there were shots going off and he's grabbing the podium, had the fucking what was going on?
I love the little meme someone did of that with the little gif Bernie Sanders sneaking up behind him and going like boo and Trump like.
Hey, what were you going to say, Badger?
I said, if you're wearing masks, don't wear a badger one. I don't want to be implicated in this. Anonymous until my own plan comes to fruition.
Oh, how about if I wear a Mickey Mouse mask and
Yeah, do that.
we know where the blame's going to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
so can you be invisible without? I'd wear a mask and be invisible for 5 minutes. Just walk around with a head just bobbing around.
Well, that's it. The floating head.
Yeah.
It's not a
Yeah.
unique idea. Every
No,
idiot's
no.
done it.
Put on screen right
No,
now.
definitely not unique, but I definitely use that power to freak people out. Definitely.
Excellent. How is badgers eat hedgehogs relevant?
What is this relevant to?
Well, this is and then
I
donut
don't
head,
get
lucky hedgehogs. Say again.
Be tasty.
I think someone saw that stream we did yesterday, Badger, when me and Jem were reacting to some of your videos.
Oh yeah. I should mention that while badgers in general will eat hedgehogs, I, as an ethical environmentalist badger, try to avoid it because the hedgehogs are not doing so well in terms of population numbers.
Do you hear the words he is saying?
I
He
appreciate
is
the word
categorically stating he eats hedgehogs.
What the hell did I miss?
No. He's saying other badgers eat
No,
hedgehogs.
he categorically
He didn't see
stated
himself.
just then. Listen, I know how politicians talk. He categorically stated he eats hedgehogs.
Of course I eat hedgehogs. I'm a fucking badger, mate. That's where you get the spice.
You can't use these weasel words on us.
That's not weasel, it's badger.
Randy says badgers get hungry. I almost misread that as horny. And Seraphim says kinky.
Yes.
See, I noticed the flaw in your video yesterday, Badger, in the diet that there wasn't the Badger's diet. There wasn't Battenberg cake and cheese.
Well, you see, I wasn't talking about the hyper evolved Mela sapiens. I was only talking about your standard Badger.
There you go. Okay.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.